the young, and the restless spoilers. Lucy felt a deep sense of shame when Faith disrespected her in front of everyone, causing her to lose her composure. She cried profusely, as she was still a naive and innocent child, far from developing the maturity and thought process of an adult. At her adolescent age, such incidents often lead to numerous troubles. In her distress, Lucy ran off and took Daniel's car, driving away in the pouring rain. She thought she could escape far away to avoid her embarrassment, but in reality, she was just a child without a driver's license, making her actions incredibly dangerous. Cassie and Faith had driven similarly in the past, and both had met with accidents. History seemed to repeat itself when Lucy crashed the car, rendering her unconscious and in critical condition. She was rushed to the hospital with severe injuries, including heavy bleeding and a broken leg. Daniel and Heather quickly arrived at the hospital, praying for her well-being and fearing the worst. Despite this tragic incident, Lucy remained a good and sweet child at heart. However, the blame for this accident seemed to fall entirely on Faith. She didn't want to have anything to do with Lucy, and she had every right to express that sentiment. The beginning of the conflict. The confrontation that led to this tragic accident started during a family gathering. Faith, frustrated and annoyed, lashed out at Lucy in front of everyone. Her words were harsh, stripping away Lucy's confidence and leaving her humiliated. The room fell silent, the tension thick in the air as Lucy's eyes welled up with tears. She felt exposed and vulnerable, unable to defend herself against Faith's tirade. Lucy's emotional turmoil. Overwhelmed by her emotions, Lucy couldn't hold back her tears. She ran out of the house, her mind a whirlwind of confusion and pain. At her age, emotions were intense and often overwhelming. Lucy was still learning how to navigate the complexities of human relationships and conflicts. Her reaction was a testament to her innocence and the rawness of her feelings. The reckless decision. In her frantic state, Lucy spotted Daniel's car keys on the kitchen counter. Without thinking, she grabbed them and rushed out into the rain. She had no clear destination in mind, she just wanted to escape the humiliation and hurt. Driving without a license, in the pouring rain, was a reckless decision, but Lucy was not in the right state of mind to realize the dangers. The tragic accident. As Lucy drove through the storm, her vision blurred by tears and rain, she lost control of the car. The vehicle skidded off the road and crashed into a tree. The impact was severe, leaving Lucy unconscious and gravely injured. Passers-by called for help, and soon an ambulance arrived, rushing her to the hospital. The scene was chaotic, with emergency responders working frantically to stabilize her condition. The aftermath. At the hospital, Daniel and Heather waited anxiously for news of Lucy's condition. The doctors worked tirelessly, but the prognosis was grim. Lucy's injuries were extensive, and she required immediate surgery. As they waited, Daniel and Heather replayed the events leading up to the accident in their minds, struggling to understand how things had escalated so quickly. The blame game. Faith, on the other hand, was dealing with her own set of emotions. She felt a mixture of guilt and defensiveness. She hadn't intended for things to go this far, but she also didn't want to be blamed for Lucy's actions. Faith's relationship with Lucy had always been strained, and this incident only made things worse. She kept her distance, unsure of how to navigate the fallout. Community reactions. The news of Lucy's accident spread quickly through Genoa. Friends and family were shocked and saddened by the turn of events. They rallied around Daniel and Heather, offering support and prayers for Lucy's recovery. The community was divided in their opinions. Some blamed Faith for pushing Lucy over the edge, while others believed that Lucy's impulsive decision was her own responsibility. Reflecting on the past. Cassie and Faith's past experiences with driving accidents were eerily similar to Lucy's situation. Both had faced their own set of consequences and had learned hard lessons. Their stories served as a stark reminder of the dangers of reckless behavior, especially for young, inexperienced drivers. The parallels were undeniable, and it made the current situation all the more poignant. Moving forward. In the days following the accident, Daniel and Heather focused on Lucy's recovery. They stayed by her side, offering love and support. Lucy's condition slowly improved, but the road to recovery was long and fraught with challenges. Daniel and Heather knew that they needed to address the underlying issues that led to the accident, including the tension between Lucy and Faith.